Hello everybody, and welcome back. I'm Cam Christo, and this is the If Necessary for Years, If Necessary Alone campaign in Black Ice. So, last episode, it happened. The war kicked off. We are now at war with Germany. Italy is in the Axis, but they have not yet joined the conflict against us. That being the case, I am doing my best to attack German submarines in the Mediterranean. Our submarines have... German convoys in the Mediterranean. Our submarines have just left Alexandria. It really doesn't like it when you pan around the map with that window open. Is it just me, or is it running worse than normal? We shouldn't be on like 10 FPS. You know what I should do? I should close Cookie Clicker. That's a rare sound. All right, there we go. That'll help a little bit. Anyway, recapping. We have our fleets active in the North Sea. We're not sure. I'm not sure that I'm doing it right because it seems like I don't quite understand why my scouting forces keep engaging their submarines. I don't really know. I don't think there is like a, ignore submarines setting where I'd like my escorts, these thrower class ships that we built, to be the ones attacking the submarines. But anyway, we'll see how that evolves. Meanwhile, the Air Force is abroad doing what they can in Poland, getting some experience while they're there, both in terms of air experience and veterancy on the air wings themselves. We are frantically trying to mobilize our horrendous economy. And without further ado, let's see how things go here. We also have, we have problems in terms of production and deployment and stuff. I think I might need some African divisions because the supply situation down here is just so disastrous. One thing I was thinking of doing is just taking the normal infantry division and ripping stuff out of it, because I don't know, these divisions, I mean, the Desert Support Company is pretty good. So I'm thinking of making a variant on this to be the African division. I don't want it to be mountain artillery. Like, I don't know why this is mountain artillery. And I think field hospital still makes sense. Probably taking out the heavy battery would be good. That does make a... presumably that uses quite a bit of supplies. Yeah, 0.5. That's a lot of the supply uses. The thing is, it's a lot of the attack that we have in these divisions. So I'm kind of hopeful that once this dock gets upgraded, which is still going to take a while, we will find ourselves in a bit of a better position. And I've been trying to remember like how this game works. I think as I recall with the supply, it's just about getting... Morning, Lester. It's just about getting the level of infrastructure in the province and the degree of motorization is just about getting the supplies from the hub to the people, right? The actual limiting factor is likely to be the size of the supply hubs. But I do at least feel relatively confident that if we had to, we could hold El Alamein, and they wouldn't be able to push through there. But, I mean, who knows if that's true. We've also dispatched a fairly sizable fleet down here to Alexandria. Andrew Cunningham's in charge, and we've not really given him any orders as of yet. Meanwhile, this... What is this meant to be? I guess that's just the dregs of the reserve. Why aren't these in the same fleet? Did I mean to send the the destroyers down here? No, we've got lots of destroyers down there. These are the escorts, but I don't know why. I think it's just randomly assigning the ones that have finished refitting, I guess, to these ones. But these three should be merged up. Okay. And we've got the coastal submarines, all sitting in reserve. Lots of things refitting. Right, so these are our good capital ship classes that have just finished refitting. We could swap out some of these. As you'll recall, our main strike force had these significantly less good battleships in it. But I think I'm okay with the less good battleships, honestly. If we keep the other ones in reserve, we keep them fresh, because they're probably going to be more useful against Italy. Yeah, what we might want to do is send an attachment of these more modern capital ships to down here. Yeah. I'm being asked in the chat something that I hadn't actually realized. It's a great point. Why are you at war with the Germans already? Isn't it like 2 months till historical World War II? Yes, and I don't know if that breaking out early is going to be good for us or bad for us. It feels bad for us because I'm just less organized and less mobilized than I'd like to be at this stage, but it hasn't gone disastrously wrong yet. I am going to send these more advanced, recently retrofitted ships down to the excuse me, down to the Mediterranean. That seems like a good idea to me. Send some of these improved destroyers as well, because these are all the guys that we just redesigned. So let's send them down there, and it won't take them that long to get there because they're the more modern and therefore faster ships, right? Yeah, 7 days. Okay, they're obviously not screened properly, so if the war did break out between us and Italy in the next, couple of days, that'd be bad. What we really want to happen, what would be ideal, would be if the Italians declare war on us and then immediately throw their entire fleet against the entire French fleet. That would be extremely useful. Okay, our subs have arrived. We can start their convoy raiding, because if we could weaken the Italian fleet by having the French throw themselves at it, that would be very beneficial. We're focusing on this area right now just because I want to try and get... And yeah, we have broken enemy ciphers. I want to try and... they've just left it, though. They are down here. They appear to have pivoted their support to the south. I don't want to fight them in... Well, the French are fighting them in Western Poland, so I should probably... Yeah, let's give it a go. Let's join them in Western Poland. You guys, I should probably split in half. What are these? Close air support? Do we have any of those in reserve? I suspect not. And obviously I need my... Western Poland is where the main fights are happening right now. Let's send one here and one here, but I need to keep a close eye on that tile. It appears the Poles are doing pretty well. I mean, it hasn't been very long. Okay, and there we go. Advantage in the skies, and our stuff rapidly increasing there. It says we've lost control here, but we haven't, actually. But yeah, I want to keep a close eye here, because any damage we can do to the enemy air force at this stage is obviously advantageous. Yeah, can't... I don't remember if the enemy takes over a port where one of your ships is retrofitting, you lose the ship. If they take over an air base, I think they just automatically fly out. But, yeah. Send China their equipment shipment. Sure. I don't remember. And yeah, these German infantry, they're pretty big. They've got radios. They've got anti-air. They've got logistics and everything. They're kind of crushing in there. Okay, so these guys can't really fly from there anymore. Let's bring them here. There's a spot there. Don't think they'll have full range coverage, but... Ah. Unfortunate. Harold Alexander, what were you commanding? Right, yes, so we're moving guys into position down here. Seeing what we can do to hold here. You think they fly out? Yeah, it's possible it's changed in black ice as well. Is another reason for me to be concerned. Yeah, they're obviously going to push through here. Like I'm not hoping to actually save Poland with these planes. It's just to help. They want to send me field uniforms, sure. What we could also do is put a bunch more guys into... I mean, it's cheap. I really wish the Lend-Lease system was... Like the AI on it was designed better, because it's really quite bad. Because all you have to do... They only Lend-Lease you stuff if you have a deficit. And the larger the deficit, the more likely they are to Lend-Lease you to it. Lend-Lease you it. Because that's just the only way they judge how much you need something. Which is not a very good way of judging how much I need something. Because obviously, you know, I just try and live according to my means. But if I put these guys into production, I think that might encourage some of my subjects to Lend-Lease me stuff. Let's put... I have a few more fighters, right? Yeah, these rubbish multi-rolls. Let's have them come over. I don't know where they're going to fly out of, because Tarnov is about to fall. But let's have them try and do some interception in southern Poland as well. Oh, okay. Is that German destroyers? Yeah, German destroyers sighted. Okay. Where's my task force at? Sallying out to deal with some other German destroyers. Okay, so they're trying to do convoys through here at the moment. That's very silly of them. Let's see how my subs do. So are these my coastal submarines? Yeah, these are my small submarines. Hoping to stay hidden. Making their retreat slowly, because they're not very fast. Meanwhile, these destroyers obviously are just getting absolutely massacred. Are they actually destroyers? Yeah, torpedo boat. Yeah, and once again, I don't take a scratch. Stay hidden. That's what I want to see here. Well, I also want to see these guys heading over here. The Iran problem. With this current situation in Germany, we cannot allow any wrinkles in the Middle East. Although they're officially neutral, he's dealt with the Germans and continues to oppose my influence. Demand they expel German business, or there's no reason to bother them. Well, I don't want to bother them. But if I don't bother them... I mean, I have control over this oil right now. So... Historically speaking, of course, there was a joint invasion of Iran. The UK and the Soviet Union invaded, although that was quite a bit later than this. Do you have, like, the Anglo-Iranian Oil Company is a thing? There we go, German investment. If we need to invade them later, can I justify on them? Not unless they create world tension. But I have a focus that lets me declare war on them. I suspect if I demand they expel German business, they will refuse. They have to have constantly ignored our demands for secure Iran. Well, let's demand they expel Iran, but then we can just not take this focus if we don't need to. Why would embargo the USSR follow secure Iran? This was a joint operation with the Soviet Union. Let's demand they expel German business and just see what they do. Okay, so we did win that fight, obviously, handily. A bunch of their escorts dead and a torpedo boat. And there's more German subs getting obliterated by the French here. Good. The strike force... Where is it going? What are you doing? Moving to naval base. Okay, and then as soon as they're in the naval base, they should sally forth and come help this fight. Yes, okay. Kind of silly that they have to go back to the naval base. I mean, you have enough fuel to go here and here, but... Good evening to someone in chat at 10 AM local time. Hello, where are you based? Alright, so these guys come in. Oh, and the French carrier, and they immediately run away. Okay, good, which means we saved our subs. So, we can modify our government. Standing army to limited mobilization seems like a kind of obvious and necessary change. So let's do that. We've got to do this before our men can actually fight at all, and it takes time. Only taking 30 days. That's not too bad. This, however, taking a lot longer to mobilize the economy. It's a cool system, by the way. The fact that it takes time to mobilize the economy, even though it's kind of, you know, it's bad for me right now. That's it's a cool system. I do like the idea of it. Krakow hasn't actually fallen yet. I know, sorry, a little flashing lights at the moment while I rapidly switch between these screens. They're contesting the air here heavily. We're losing a lot of support. But I'm okay with losing some planes here to kill a couple of Germans. But... And... Ooh, slightly larger German fleet. French cruisers coming in. Shouldn't struggle too much to take it out. I don't know why they're retreating. That's odd. I feel like this is an easy win. Massive torpedo advantage. Maybe they don't want to risk their cruisers against torpedo boats. Egypt's cancelled their Lend-Lease. Another battle. Oh, we did catch them. Nice. And, yeah. Only one ship sunk. Though they might spot one of these subs. It looks unlikely. Okay, maybe I should be convoy raiding here as well. Yeah, let's do that. We're spotting... Yeah, I don't know. The German destroyers, they should not be out of the port. That seems seems like a very bad decision on their part. We're getting a good ratio here, and that's with the rubbish multi-role fighters, so that's good. Let's put some of our close air support over here, and some of our fighters, just to try and slow their advance towards Warsaw. Because obviously once Warsaw falls, they're likely to fall. And of course, at some point, I assume the Soviets are going to invade Poland. I don't know when. Or I don't know if it actually models it that way. Yeah, one German transport, not so great. I have a bunch of destroyers in this? Why are... Oh, because the whole strike force has shown up. Right, yeah. So now when the big guns show up, yeah, 654 and 300 light guns should obliterate them. Although they are small and fast, so they're relatively hard to hit. Placement of that, the DD here, makes it quite hard to see how much health they have left. But yeah, a bunch of them getting wiped out there. They do have some torpedo attack on these destroyers, so I'm glad these guys are screened. But I don't think I've actually taken... Oh, no, he has. He took a hit. I think that's the first hit I took from the German Navy. Very minor damage. How goes the spy network stuff? Right, we got that guy. Guy? Girl? I can't remember. We got someone out. Not really important, is it? We can plant false intelligence. My naval infiltration has gone away again. I really would like to understand why I keep losing my infiltrations. They must just be timed, but it just doesn't tell you that anywhere, I guess. Or I guess maybe it's something that you can get rid of using counterintelligence. Ooh, having this intel network increases their supply consumption because we're you know, messing with them. Cool. I did not know that. Let's try and infiltrate their navy again. I still need to know about their navy, even if we're kind of hammering it. Although, no, yeah, let's infiltrate their air force. If I have high intel strength against their air force, does it actually help me? Just literally make me better at killing their planes? It doesn't look like it does. Okay. I don't know, man. Let's infiltrate their air force. I think it would be useful to know about what planes they have. Yeah, send the 2 Germans. Or the 2 that speak Germans. Ooh, this needs an air transport group. It's okay. We have one of those. And you 2... It was these 2 I sent, I think. But let's just send them all over in the short term while we prepare the mission. Try and get that spy network as good as possible. And there it is. The Union of Soviet Socialist Republics declares war on Poland. And I imagine there's some hard-coded thing, which means that doesn't mean I result in going to war with Poland. Like, France isn't going to immediately accept this call to arms. Hopefully. I'm afraid I am going to... Oh, it's kicked Poland out of my faction? No, but where are my planes? It kicked all my planes out of Poland. Okay, so it must have removed Poland from the Allies, had them declare war, and then put Poland back in the Allies in order to avoid me getting involved. That's annoying. Wish I hadn't done that. Yeah, we play with lots of mods. This is Black Ice. I mean, right now I play with one mod, Black Ice, but in general, I play with lots of mods, yeah. Alright, so that suddenly kicked out all my planes out of Poland, which is not great. Interesting that they're not actually immediately attacking. Enemy navy spotted. More German convoys down. So I don't know. Can I see how completely... How much intel do I need? Civilian. We need more civilian intel for convoy related stuff, but I'd love to know how completely we are managing to interfere with their trade. Like right now they're trying to import 50 rubber, which they're just doing from the Netherlands, so that'll just... I forget how it works when you import something from another country. Do you import it from their capital, or do you import it from where they produce it? I should be able to see this, right? Yeah, so earlier when we were trading with the Baltic states, they were importing here, I think, from, like, from London. They weren't importing the oil or whatever from where we're producing it. So I'm not quite sure. Because if they import it from their capital, obviously, the Netherlands exporting to the Germans is something that I can't really do anything about. There's another couple of German subs down. Good. Ooh, and our first... Ooh, quite a few, actually. 14 transports. 14 transports. One transport. That is something else. We established that, yes, this is all good and important, but we really just need to mobilize our damn economy. So naval mobilization is next. It's going to give us 2 more capital shipyards, which we don't really need because capital shipyards are not what I'm finding myself short on at all. How goes our... Okay, we're kind of filling out. It's just the... Oh god, we're making no heavy artillery right now. We need to do something like have a buffer at the bottom of our military factories. Oh, there's German soldiers down here as well. That's problematic. Yeah, it's true. It's a good example. Thank you, chat. When you import rubber from France as Belgium, it takes 0 convoy, so it must be importing from capital to capital. What just happened? I invented something. Right, the new infantry equipment. I'm gonna need this for Arctic warfare equipment, but that's not that important. Don't need any of these yet. Don't need amphibious and mountain warfare equipment's not really too important yet. A combat engineer company just helps you with bonuses in different areas, right? Okay, got the recon companies researched. Engineer companies could be good. Yeah, no, you know what? Get me a logistics company upgrade. Oh, crap. I really need signal companies as well. There's so much I need. But yeah, logistics company is going to be vital. Okay, so changing a law. I don't think I want either of these chappies. I don't think I want any of these either. I thought we had an industrial concern. Oh, we do. You can get 2. I mean, electronics research speed is important. I think an aircraft designer is also very important. 1-year draft is fine. I don't think we need to go to women encouraged. Like, again, I know we're very short on manpower, but I feel like industry is a bigger problem right now. Going to women encouraged does lower... I mean, you get the lower consumer goods, but the other stuff I feel like is not necessarily worth it. I could go to interventionalism. Costs me nothing. Like, it causes no problems. People are less likely to trade with me. Is there any other kind of mobilization-related things I should be doing? Like foreign volunteers. I don't think I need that. I mean, the non-core manpower could be useful, especially if we integrate India later. That will give us infinite manpower. The other option, of course, is just to save it so that I can spend for this stuff, but I don't think we can afford to spend it. I think we have to do it with the focuses. So maybe the answer is actually a decision, like trying to get our war support up. I bet this is the kind of mod that's definitely going to give me a speech, like we'll fight them on the fields and the beaches, etc., and we'll get a bunch of war support. But that said, I think we could do with the stability up as well, because we are losing it from being at war now. And the foreign investors encouraged is hurting a bit. Let's do the expensive one. What's the difference between these? Oh, this one's weekly stability and this one's just flat. Oh, this is war penalty reduction, but that's temporary. Okay. So I'd rather do this. I mean, what is that? 7 and a bit war support? Yeah, let's do war propaganda. Okay. Planes are back, but they're at low mission efficiency because they just arrived. And this airbase is overstacked. It's a problem. Let's have the good... Yeah, some of the good fighters. It's time for you to return home. That will unoverstack the airbase, giving us back some of that mission efficiency. Yeah, we're still, I mean, we're trading okay, I think. And yeah, any damage we do to divisions is, you know, it's men they don't have, it's equipment that we've damaged. It's all good stuff. More dead German convoys. Love to see it. They'll probably, you know, quite quickly adjust so that they're no longer trading there. But in the meantime... Okay, so you guys... Who's the green ones here? Ah, you guys. Okay, so you lads, do some exercises. I know you're short on equipment. You can still gain experience even when short on equipment, right? You can still get up to above green. I think you can, but I'll have to wait to the end of the day to confirm. Yes, okay, good. So let's have them exercise a bit. Okay. It's about time to pull these guys out. Soviets have begun their offensive, and obviously the Poles having to take men and garrison the Soviet front is going to obliterate their ability to hold back the Germans. More dead convoys and things for the Germans. Good. So you guys... Most of you have orders. What are you? Tactical bombers. Why have I assigned tactical bombers to here? Try and... What's your range? Your range is pretty good, actually. Yeah, just try and shoot down German ships as you find them. In fact, you've got such good range. I'm actually going to try shooting down German ships over here. Do you have similarly good range? Yeah, let's try this area where I don't currently want my planes to go. They are mining it looks like. Interesting. You guys, how do you clear commands? Hold. Each. It's not... Oh, it is. Okay, okay. They're not assigned anywhere. Good. Yeah, so that's fine. I don't want them to have any orders right now. Okay, meanwhile... Yeah, more German subs coming under attack. Have I built this yet? No. And the French are messing with it a bit. That's unfortunate. This French garrison is gonna cause me problems. Do the French have any supply hubs? The other thing I could try and do is put men in this section of North Africa. Or in Casablanca. Because then if it goes to Vichy France... Well, I just don't remember how this works. Because I thought Vichy France wasn't at war with the Allies for a bit. I don't really remember how that goes. What did I invent? Right, the new infantry equipment. I'm going to redo my spreadsheet at some point, but not yet. There's commercial food processing. That's another 10 stability, I think. Oh, no, that was... sorry, that was this one, which gives us more party popularity stability multiplier, but that's only if you know, helps a lot more if your party is a lot more popular. But what we wanted that for is for the supply grace, army fuel consumption, and all that good stuff. They're getting dangerously close to our air bases now, and they're still overstacked here. Whoops. You guys shift east a little bit, and then If it turns out like it did historically, Vichy France will be a neutral state controlling southern France and the French colonies. Yes, but then there was fighting in this part of Africa. Right? I thought? Wasn't there an invasion at Casablanca? Maybe I'm completely misremembering. You guys, let's have you go east. Save some space. These air bases are getting damaged as well, I think. Yeah, which is limiting the number of planes I can put in them. Oh, yeah, this one's in fact been completely destroyed. We're doing what we can here, though. Should be on air superiority, really, if we're trying to do the maximum damage. Oh yeah, and I put these guys on strategic bombing. Don't do that. Do some close air support, even though you're not very good at it. But yeah, we're gonna fight as long as we can, helping out the Poles over here. How's your guys' experience? Needs to go a little bit higher than trained recruits, I think. Road network will help with our logistical woes. Next, the chances to get sick, reducing that is important. I don't think I'm going to do much converting. Well, production efficiency base could be good. Still don't feel like nylon is really needed. I mean, the entrenchment speed from this is pretty useful. You know, taking up positions and then rapidly making them more defensible. There's nothing I'm frantic to use this slot on, actually. So yeah, sure. Give me some defense works. The ability to entrench nice and quick will be good. Is this the French Air Force? Flying fighters over central Germany? Why are you doing that? Okay, they do have some bombers as well. Industrial works is done. Right, there's stuff following that, I'm sure. Production efficiency, retention, and railway construction speed. Steel is ahead of time. Supply range up. Infrastructure up. Dockyard output. So many things in here that I really want. Yeah, give me the dockyard output first, and then actually, let's pivot from defense works now that I've unlocked the ability to do these, and give me that production efficiency retention. Okay. This airbase is now under unacceptable threat, I think, which means it's time for these guys to be held and then return home. Sorry, Poland. It's time for us to do a little abandonment. Hold the guys homeward bound. Thus falls Poland. 2 more dead escorts. 2 more dead escorts. How good is our intel now? Can I see what have they got left? Yeah, they started with like 50-something escorts. I haven't taken out many of their destroyers. It's a little concerning to me, and I don't know where the Hipper or the pocket battleships are. If they were to sally out, they'd be able to do quite a bit of damage. I see these guys are at low org. No, they're fine. 20 classes. What can I upgrade you to? Oh yes, just very expensively to a layer or a... Okay. And presumably now the retrofitting's all done? Nearly. Nearly. The Hood class, obviously our main battleship. Or is he a battle cruiser? I forget. I don't know. It's a ship. Alright, so there's the advanced battery. I'm not going to actually immediately do anything with that, I think. We'll do something when we have free dockyards. Is that smart? It's probably not, is it? These are the dual purpose. Are we using these? I think these are the main... Yeah, the secondary batteries for cruisers. We are using these as secondary batteries for cruisers. It's very helpful to have this here. That's nice design. The main battery for destroyers. Main battery for destroyers. So what? Oh, right. We're using these as the main batteries for destroyers right now, I'm pretty sure. 152 millimeter. Let's check. I should be, basically, whether or not I am. Ah, no, right. We're actually using high angle stuff and mixed. God, don't give me it in inches and in freaking millimeters. I know the British did it in inches and other people did it in millimeters, but that is kind of annoying. Okay, so we're using high angles, which means the main battery destroyer guns, they're just normal guns, I don't actually care about. Although this is actually might be the main battery we're using for carriers as well. Ah, it's all rather complicated. You know what I should start getting? I should start getting a bunch of the naval techs that you don't bother getting because they don't give you equipment, they just give you bonuses like this. The armor piercing, capped medium shell. Nice, caught him again. Ooh, and a cruiser. That was a mistake. I did take a hit. Some torpedo hits on my cruisers, but... Oh, we lost the destroyer! No! From torpedoes. Yeah, they've got quite a few torpedoes on that cruiser. Come on, destroy it. Destroy it. Strength 10%. Come on. Did we get him? We got him. Let's go. But yeah, we lost a destroyer in the process. That is a tragic loss. Our first ever ship casualty, I think. Noteworthy battles. Yeah, we lost the first ever destroyer. RIP. And we have meanwhile killed 4 German submarines, 4 German destroyers, 2 German torpedo boats, 1 cruiser, 5 convoys, and 7 escort ships in the current month. Excellent. We did lose those convoys myself in that complete mess up. If economy and civilian upgrade, do that again. I really want to know about their convoy situation more effectively. What else could we be doing? I mean, I could try and... We could try and make long-range bombers so I could try and bomb the Mauritanian oil fields. That could be interesting. But I think that's a bit of a fool's errand. We failed to take any convoys out there. Some more destroyers just facing my scouting force. Main strike force is on its way. More convoy escort forces have joined in. And RIP to the German escorts. Boom. You know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to be a bit more bold. Forget not allowing this area. Give me access. If the German Air Force doesn't want to show up to battle me, fine. Let's not fight in the English Channel, and let's fight here instead. The English Channel is still covered by my convoy escorts. So if need be, we can rapidly reassign. But right now, they don't appear to be... there are some mines here, so we should be careful, but only 30. But yeah, right now, their Air Force doesn't seem to be actually a problem for me at sea. I imagine that might change. It might well change. Stabilize stability with the war propaganda. Okay. The other thing I could be spending political power on, because I didn't actually feel... I don't know. Oh, sorry, no, we need to go to general mobilization. Yeah. Yep. That's going to finalize. Obviously, it lowers our output and things, but it finishes getting rid of all of those huge penalties that we had. So let's do that. Okay. Come on. Okay, we've upgraded the port once. I think we need to keep doing it. Oh, no, that's right. I can't. But that upgrade is very important. How much supplies do these guys use again? It's 3, right? 2.8 given all the bonuses. Okay. So let's send 2 of them over. What we'll do is just strike around Tobruk and then come in behind it. That's the idea. The fact that they have a supply depot and I don't is disastrous. We could try a naval... Yes, you know what? These guys are terrible at naval invasions. But what if they just didn't? What if we just did it and were legends? It's a huge risk. This is a sizable portion of my naval invasion, my infantry capacity. But I think that's not a bad idea. This area is basically undefended by the Italians, which is, you know, not surprising. Do I want to keep demoting these guys? We've established that there's, like, no reason to do this, I think. Protectorate. It just gives me less of a bonus on... Oh, no, it's the same bonus, actually. They have to give me more manpower and more extra trade. But apart from that, there's no real reason to do this. So I think I should just save my political power for heroic tales and stuff like that. I heard... Alright, resistance contacts, which just raises... And we get resistance contacts in German Reich Prague. Okay. Does that give me... Yeah, so what does that do? It raises the resistance target in this one province by 10? Is that it? Intelligence operations plus 10. Or is it everywhere? It's literally just in that one province. Okay, but once we've contacted them, can we use that to do something? Okay, yes, that's how you then sabotage stuff. Okay. Okay, cool. I really haven't used the spy networks as much as I could have done. Let's infiltrate the civilian administration, I think. Same two guys. Oh, no, sorry. Those are the ones infiltrating the Air Force right now. Do I have anyone who's on their way to learning German? Or does it not actually tell you that? Well, we'll send this linguist and this linguist. Go for it. I should start building some, just a few, what am I trying to say here? Transport planes, because eventually these operations are going to require more and more of them, I have to imagine. Alright, we did indeed catch a bunch of them just off that coast. Good. And yeah, as long as their planes aren't doing too much damage here, it's fine by me. There's the cipher broken. Good. Next, I mean, who's gonna be useful to break the cipher on? I guess Japan is the obvious next choice. We can decrypt in 266. That's pretty good. Ooh, Japan making some gains again in China. It's not what we like to see. I could be trying to help out China, of course. You know what I could do? I could send an attaché. It's a lot of command power that I'd be using. I think that's a good idea, though. I think we should send an attaché to China, because if China can hold off France, that's really good. And we get some of their army experience gain, which is great. Division training time plus 20%. It's going to take me 20% longer to train divisions because I've sent them an attaché. And we get 25% less command power? I don't know. That might not be worth it. I thought I was just sending like one dude. 2% organization is not great. The water port's good. This is so impactful. Hourly fuel costs, that's not a problem. I really want China to hold Japan back as long as possible. But that's not very much. Thing is, actually, plus 10% war support. Yeah, 10% war support actually counters 10% of this 15%. And I mean, you know, 10% additively of this 15% command power gain multiplier. So let's do it. Let's just do it and be legends. That also gives us vision, doesn't it? Yeah. And then we can see the complete... Well, okay, it doesn't give us vision on their logistics, but I'm sure it's a complete logistical shit show in China. The reformed government of Republic of China. Embracing the opium trade. Minus 15% consumer good factories. That seems a little strong. Why would that lower your consumer good factories? Anyway. Because, I mean, they're importing, not exporting. Alright, you guys, I think, have done enough training. Stop that. It's going to cost me too much equipment. Okay. Caught him again. Another easy win. The thing is, if I can take out enough of the German fleet... Ooh, we have enough for this now. Okay, so this is just produced convoys and lost convoys. Okay, cool. So in the last year, they've lost 6? That's not right. Or is that on that particular day? They've lost more than that. I killed like 14 of their convoys down here. Stockpiled trucks, stockpiled trains. Damaged in total industry. Okay. That's interesting. So this shows you an actual exact number for their total factories. But you can then only have estimates on how many of them are for what. Okay. Interesting. France has arrayed its military. They have Victor the Great War, but they're beginning to get rid of it. The fact that the war broke out earlier might help France. We'll see. We will see. The other thing we need to do, I mean, we're mobilizing our men, which is currently being hurt by Waterwindle Wars, and we're at 1.5% eligible. What's the like, this is the... It's the bracket that sets the actual... How many men you have. Okay, so this is 2%, this is 2.5. Okay. Well, I'd really like to stay at 19 to 25 for as long as possible, because it makes those troops we do have better quality. And as I keep saying, our problem doesn't feel like it's about number of troops. It feels like it's about quality and, you know, being able to do much with less and, you know, having supply issues. So these guys are just short on some horse transports. Okay, you can deploy anyway. Let's just be having you. Come to Gloucestershire. Boom. And then we will finish garrisoning ports. I don't think we don't need to, we genuinely do not need to worry about them invading our ports, I suspect. I think it's extremely unlikely. But I think it's still sensible to garrison them. Hello, Gobble. Including this one. Okay, and then we have a few spares, so I guess I try and send them to Africa, maybe? Or actually, you know what? These territorial divisions, let's send them to the east. Because these are not very good, but they're okay. They've got some light infantry, they've got some, you know, they got some stuff. So you four rather, go to Singapore. Well, I don't need to worry about Singapore for a while, do I? Maybe I should instead be using them here, but the thing is, troop numbers here are not the problem, logistics are the problem. Okay, compromise. I'll send them to East Africa, and then once we've won East Africa, I think quite a few of these men are going to go east. Yeah, that'll work. And I'm not concerned about them getting raided on the way. We have no indication to say that the German Navy is anywhere other than either stuck in port or dying in the North Sea. And there's been no convoy raiding anywhere else. Every time it says 0 to 2 capital, I'm like, maybe. Maybe. Okay, there's the Navy motorization. Sorry, mobilization. Good, which means we can do one more thing, and then I can activate shadow scheme factories. Okay. Mediterranean, not... Ooh, finding some convoys down here. Not at war with Italy yet, so no real problem in the Mediterranean. Poland, holding very admirably, by the way. Really giving their all over there. We should probably upgrade some of these ships soon. The Belfast class ships coming out. But I don't think we have really new stuff to use for the destroyers, do we? Not yet, anyway. It's already September. I think we might need to prioritize on tech better. Like maybe I fully give up on the idea of tanks for a while. Maybe we just... The problem is many of the techs require you to have all the previous ones. So even if we go slow on tanks for a while, it won't necessarily help. Logistical problems being had down here. Yes, that's to be expected. You know what else I should do? We should really try and make more horse transports for our logistics needs. No, you don't need them for logistics needs. You just need heavy trucks. Trains, we've got about the right amount. But let's bump up our horse transport and train production. And actually our heavy transport production. We have more heavy transports down here, but the ability to motorize large sections could be really helpful. There goes another German convoy. Good. Of course, as soon as Italy goes in, we'll have to change up our submarine strategy in the Med. What I'll probably try and do is catch Italian submarines here, and then sally out and smash the the destroyer force that Italy sends to counter my sub-force, and hopefully not then get smashed in turn by their response force. What's supplies again? There we go. So how much do you use, Italian guy? Sorry, Egyptian guy. Not too much. So let's pull you out to Cairo and put in, what is that icon? Oh, that's the end of the railway connection, right? You use 2.6. Send in the West Lancashire Division instead. There goes the fall of Warsaw. Poland did not stand a chance. We tried. We sent some planes. We didn't launch an offensive against Germany, but we kind of tried. We had to mobilize our economy. What can I say? Getting there on army mobilization. Hey, the economy's finally mobilized. Okay. So now we can see, it would only cost 125 to go to partial mob. It lied to me. It said it would be 300. Okay, well, looking at focuses, we've got Shadow Scheme, then we've got Shadow Factories and Partial Mobilization, which I could have done so long ago. It only required 20% world tension. And then I don't think there aren't other focuses that give us mobilization, I don't think. There's some factories that we can get from some of these here, but People's War, just war support, restricting civil liberties, requisitioning trucks, but I don't really want to do that. And then standalone gives you Bevan Boys Industry. Or Bevan Boys Army. Well, who are the Bevan Boys? Younger coal miners conscripted into the armed forces. Ouch. Can you use the search bar? That's true. What's it called? Economy. I don't know. What would it... War support is the thing that this is filtered on. What about this one? What were the filters applied to this? Oh, it doesn't have any text. Can you see the filters without having to start searching for something? Anyway, we won't worry about that too much. I think we'll go to that via focus, and then we'll pay to go to war economy. Which I think at the time will be 150 political power, so I should start saving that up now. The other thing is, of course, should I be... No, we basically decided against strategic bombing. I don't have the industry to support a strategic bombing campaign. At least I really don't feel like I do. There goes Poland. They fought hard, meaning their legitimacy is high, 66. Some equipment was evacuated. We got cavalry horse equipment, a bunch of general random stuff, 4 World War I field uniforms, and one infantry equipment 1. A bunch of guns and stuff. 3 divisions managed to escape. Okay. And there's the better heavy artillery. This slot should just stay on artillery inventions. More hard attack and piercing. Give me an anti-air upgrade. Decisions probably around... Ooh, manifest our destiny. Probably going to have some decisions around the government in exile. Yes, okay. So we can purge Polish infiltrators. Our friends are concerned by the increasing support for Bolshevist and ultranationalist movements within the volunteer forces. We should remove disloyal officers and disarm mutinous formations before things get out of hand. This influence will win us inside their country. It will be invaluable, especially post-war. This seems to cost me nothing. I don't know what determines how many divisions escape. Request control for the Polish Navy. They would have to say yes. Polish extradition campaign, Polish parliamentary speech costs you political power that gains legitimacy, and then expatriate donations from the Kingdom of Poland gives us 2 factories for a year for 25 political power. I think that's not worth it, really. Yeah, we might as well purge Polish infiltrators. Seems like a no harm, no foul kind of situation. And then we can do exile forces. We can give them weapons. We can gain war support. Okay, so this is going to be useful. We can gain war support for... No, but this is actually worse than the propaganda parades we can do. And then we can spend command power to give them army experience and get some army experience. And okay, so I probably don't want to do any of those right now. I will request control of the Polish Navy. I don't know what affects their likelihood of accepting, but that would obviously be helpful. We do have Exile Air Wing recruitment available, which will be useful. It needs to have 30 legitimacy to unlock Exiled Army Leader. Well, it does have that. They've surrendered, and so they gain stability and war support. Okay. It's got 66, so some of these are not unlocking for some reason. Treaty of Moscow, Soviet Union kept their promises, and they've split the land. That doesn't change who's occupying your cause, right? It actually does. That's silly, but I guess that's just to simulate the idea that... Well, I don't know what that is. I mean, that kind of seems wrong, doesn't it? But because the fact that obviously Soviet Union wasn't at war with us, but now technically these are the only Polish cause, rather than actually keeping these as officially occupied Polish cause. Okay, so let's request their navy, and maybe they'll say no, maybe they'll say yes, and it'll be a waste of political power. And maybe if they say no, of course, it's a waste of political power, but maybe they say yes, and we get a bunch of new destroyers or something. They probably, I mean, I'm sure they have almost nothing. You know what I should have done? I should have checked. Do you have any ships? No. Well, that was a waste. Oh, sugar. Okay, the Kingdom of Italy is now involved in the war. Well... Not a great time to swap out that guy for this guy. But they're at low organization. Are you not... can I see their laws? Yeah. Are you not mobilized? They're on war economy already. 3-year draft. Medium standards. They're at limited mobilization. We did successfully finish mobilizing, right? No, we're also at limited mobilization. No, sorry, we're changing to limited mobilization. Oh, baby. Okay. Okay. So, Air Force, first off. If we can fly them from Cairo... Well, you know what? Hey, Greece. I can't tell you how I know this, but you're going to get attacked by Italy, so you should really join my faction right now, and then I could base planes out of Crete. Okay. Well, what time is it? It's 11. This is going to be a slightly longer episode. We're going to go for another half hour, I think. Step 1, planes. I don't need planes here until they actually try and go through the Benelux, at which point we should try and slow them down. I'm also not convinced they're going to be able to invade Norway. But if they do, I don't have any men ready. That's a mistake, isn't it? I guess if they invade Norway, I'm going to send a bunch of my port defenders to try and help. Wait, no. I have men here and men here. Okay. The men here, the French should be able to hold the Maginot Line. If they don't, they just deserve to surrender. So let's send some men to Hull in the anticipation of Weserübung. That seems good to me. Oh, crap, and I forgot that's going to be an attack down here, but I think the French should be able to hold. I mean, come on. The Alps, this should be relatively easy to hold, and they've got some forts as well. I'm going to immediately launch an offensive, and it could go badly wrong. But right now they're at low organization. There are some German divisions here, and these are not all crack, you know, normal British divisions. Some of them are lower technology. I am assuming anyway, Egyptian divisions. I'm attacking this one just because it's very low on organization. And then the Air Force, not you, but the rest of you. Let's be, well, first off, let's merge some of these. In fact, let's just merge them all and then I'll split them out. Go down to 400. Okay. And you multi-roll. You come down to 100. I'd love some buttons which are just like set size. And I think, if I'm remembering my dev diaries correctly, that is what they're actually doing. And these light bombers might as well. Oh, and these also default to the nearest. Right. Okay. The Hawker Hurricanes. We must have some more of those. Okay, so now it's pretty easier to reselect them all. Bring them down here to Cairo, and then I'll see what to do with them. Now at sea, back off a little bit so I can respond more quickly. But if I lose a bunch of subs here, I'm not overly concerned by it. What I need to do is adjust my convoy routes. And this is obviously problematic, but we can no longer send ships into this area. So I'm going to set it on a void, which should immediately adjust. They accept naval integration. They gain 10 legitimacy and I get their navy, which gave me... Oh, they did have some ships. They had a couple of subs. Okay. Oh, who are here in the Med. You know what? Polish fleet. Exiled Polish fleet. Welcome to raiding the Italians. Sorry, that's the wrong one. Welcome to raiding the Italians. Submarines down here. Welcome to raiding the Italians. And yeah, we're probably going to get hit here. So, first off, merge these two. Mediterranean Task Force. Here it is. You're probably slow. 26, 25, 28, 32. Okay. Well, I don't really want to find and destroy. Well, do I not? I don't have enough ships here to scout, is my problem. So we're going to send out some small scouting forces that I'm going to make manually. With some the HMS Sheffield. Woo! I'm from Sheffield, in case that made no sense to you. Some advanced cruisers and some destroyers. Not many of them. Now the problem is, even on a void here, it's just not sending much through. So what I think I'm going to have to do is actually ban one of them. And some of them are still going through here. Oh, these are exports. But these are... I don't think they raid exports unless they're also at war with the export, like the the person getting it. I don't think I need to worry about those. Okay, but now you can see that our logistical situation to get stuff to Italy just got a lot more complicated. Because now, to get something to here, for example, how do I see the connection these days? I thought I could, like you. It's showing this dotted line. I guess that's just showing what units it's supplying. Where's the? It's this one, right? It's this line that's coming in here and all the way around. But we've still got a whole bunch of... What is this? These are French supply transfers that I think I'm seeing here. Okay. And there is still a supply line running to Malta from France. So we'll see. Anyway, with the Med, I need one more scouting fleet with another cruiser. I'm sending the good... Well, no, not the 20 plus. That's too good. Send this one. You guys are scouts. Okay. You three are obviously gonna patrol, and you're gonna strike. And you know what? We'll see. I think I'm even gonna go to here. And what I'm actually gonna do, yeah, don't raid there. Just try and stop them getting supplies to North Africa. Because if we can stop them getting supplies to North Africa, we're going to be in a great place. Okay, and I have no idea. I mean, this strike force might get obliterated. We've put the new and improved capital ships in it. I'm tempted to send yet more, though. Like we could base one out of Tunisia. We could have two strike forces, one based out of Tunisia, one based out of Alexandria. But there's no real reason to do that, is there? What I should do, though, is take out the anti-sub warfare ones and the cruiser mine layer. No, that's just a long range like cruiser, right? I named them differently. And that one should be on convoy escort, although in a different fleet. Yeah, I need a convoy escort around here, I guess. That's kind of a problem. So you're now the Mediterranean convoy escort, lads. All three of you. Just try and protect this area. Now down here is somewhere where I think we have much better chances, even though we're launching straight into the mountains here. You're badly equipped. So launch these motorized forces directly into the mountains. What could go wrong? And here, I mean, they have an empty tile to walk into. So let them and then encircle them. It will indeed be a YouTube series as well, yeah. Elsewhere on this front, I don't know if it makes sense to launch a full frontal assault here, because we don't have the men to cover it. Slow it down. Okay, and those battles started. Yeah, this one less well, unsurprisingly, because the German division here actually is complete garbage. He must have, yeah, we must have caught this guy as he was trying to cross the Med, so we've obliterated most of the division. Excellent. Oh Christ, though, look at my stats. It's because these are the African divisions, sorry, Egyptian divisions, more specifically. But yeah, our divisions in here are holding their own. Breakthrough's not amazing, but they are infantry. But yeah, it's unpaused. Let's see how we do. Polish exile leader offers service. Your fight is not over yet. Alright, yes, the heavy artillery upgrade should be done. We lose 8 days of production. That's how slowly we're making heavy artillery. You know what? Give that another couple of factories. And yeah, I think... Alright, a bunch of these guys are the upgraded lads. Split you out first off. And then also, yeah, all these new heavy cruisers that we've just upgraded. And the glorious conversion. And some of these better destroyers. Split them off. And then also the anti-sub warfare ships. Split them off. Now, I don't really want to sail them just through the middle, but I think I'm gonna. This is sufficiently screened, right? No, it isn't, because these are all heavy cruisers. Okay, take a bunch of the escorts with you. Okay, so this fleet, I want it to go and join the Mediterranean fleet. I want to beef up the Mediterranean presence. You heard correctly, Lester. So these guys, because I'm just not facing any challenge from the Germans right now. So this big fleet, it's got a variety of ships in it. If it gets caught, it's not in a wonderful place. Step 1, send it to Gibraltar, and then I will worry about it from there. And I'm going to use that to reinforce the fleet down here. These guys are going out to find people, and they're already finding a large Italian task force here. That troubles me. What is it, F2? Yeah. Okay, we are beginning to break them here, though. If I want to, I need to hold them long enough here, of course, so that I can, encircle them. Meanwhile, this guy just pushed straight to Tobruk. Oh, yeah. And launch this naval invasion. They're off, right? Yeah. Okay, immediately, Italian convoys are attacking my subs. Sorry, Italian destroyers are attacking my subs. I don't know what that said. What did that say? Another Polish exile leader. Okay, fine. Okay, they're going on the naval invasion, and they're actually holding us in the middle now. But if I can push along the coast and seize their supply hub, then I can rush extra divisions in to help. You, stop here, actually. You, go join him. I'm interested that my strike force is deciding not to sally out and help these French subs. And there's something here. I should name these. I should name at least my main task forces, shouldn't I? This is the Adriana strike. This is the North Sea strike. Okay. Immediately finding a bunch of Italian navies in these areas. Broken them here, but failing further down. Basically, unsurprisingly, because we're attacking into fortified positions with horrible divisions. But come on, if these guys can just get through. Don't get caught by Italian subs. Please. Oh, sugar. Okay, here it is. Here's the Italian High Seas Fleet, the Battle of Malta. My cruisers have found them. Strike force? Strike force? Where's my strike force? It's still in port. What is it doing? Sally forth. Join this conflict. Cunningham, what are you doing? There it goes. Okay. So it's going to get there in 15 hours. I don't have high hopes for you, HMS Glasgow. I'm sorry. I'm genuinely sorry. And they... Fuck. Okay, they did catch me, but I have ships ready. Okay, convoy escorts. New priority. Just don't let that naval invasion die. These guys are sallying forth to the wrong fight. No. Oh, I can't unassign them from this, and then the naval invasion will die. All right. I'm sorry, lads. This one is looking like we're going to get wiped out. But what's worth knowing is that their current main strike force in this region has got 6 capital ships, some improved cruisers, some early battleships, and it's harder to count, but 5 light cruisers and 16, 20, 25 destroyers, and then some other stuff. So I don't like your odds of getting out alive. But the strike force would just go to this one instead. Yeah, they're... what is that? Ah, it's a cruiser submarine. Yeah, I think we're going to lose this whole lot, which is not very surprising. Like, I knew it was super risky to send those guys out like that. But, oh, we are now breaking them here. Have my planes arrived yet? Yes. I kind of need to be able to put them into Brook. They can do something. They shouldn't be able to, but they can do something to help us here. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Why would you deploy... Why would you go to that fight? There it is. We lost the destroyer, but the rest got away. Okay. Please tell me you're fleeing. No. Why are you not going to repair? Don't locate more ships. Are you mad? I don't think I can base out of Alexandria and scout in this area, is what I'm learning. Withdraw from the central bit. Let's pull back a bit here. And yeah, they're subs. We found some of them, damaging some of them. Got really good... Oh, excuse me. 50% screening efficiency? Wait, what? Can screen 17 ships and currently screen 36? Oh, because they're trying to screen all the convoys as well. Okay. Yeah, that is a problem. As more are arriving, it's improved. The situation is improving somewhat. This convoy's not taking many hits yet. We may actually arrive at Tobruk by land first in the end. Way oversupply here now. Because they think because they're supplying the freaking strike force all of a sudden. Don't do that. That's going to cause some problems for my guy on the land. Can you base a strike force out of Malta? Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a very good idea. I'll base this strike force out of Malta, but I'm not sure these ones are good enough on their own. We'll find out, I guess. Okay, what's going on in the north? Nothing? Nothing for now? I'm going to focus on the Italian front for the time being, I think. You guys are striking out against enemy convoys and things. Okay. They have my best cruisers are all in this fleet. So maybe I should divert some of them. I think we've got them. I think if I can catch their main fleet With this one, I think I could win. Especially with the CVs. We'll see, though. 16 hours till you move in. Yeah, you're right. We should have based it out of... well, the thing is I can't supply Malta. Can you befriend Tunisia and strike from there? We can already base in Tunisia, yeah. But I'm concerned that Tunisia is going to flip to, you know, to the other side, basically. When France falls. But maybe that's too long-sighted of me. These guys are going to arrive in Gibraltar. But that's probably right. I mean, if we've based one strike force out of Tobruk, which I'm hoping to take here, they did win that fight and prevent me from pushing forward. So these guys are totally disorganized now. They are winning in the air just because their mission efficiency is way better because they've got better basing, better locations to base out of. You know what I could do though? Yeah. Okay, all those naval planes we have right now. Give me them. Give me them out of Malta. That's a big part, I believe, of why they actually wanted to hold Malta, was to attack Italian shipping, including these guys, which are the modern ones. Okay, we've got in there, which gives us... It's not a port. Is there any kind of supply hub, local supply here? No. Okay, I just need these guys to land at Tobruk, basically. That's what it comes down to. And they can't do that until we win this darn sub-fight. But they are fleeing. If the Italian Navy would come over and take this fight as well, I wouldn't mind that. Okay, there's the win. Find me the Italian surface fleet. You guys in Gibraltar now? Yeah, I'm going to let them reorganize in Gibraltar before I move them across. Because if they get caught out, I think that would be bad, to say the least. You guys flying across? How long is it going to take you? Jesus. Okay, and now we're losing the attack from here. Oh, but he's willing to just leave it. Come on, lads. Come on. And the cruiser advanced has been invented. I'm not going to worry about that just now. We will, don't worry about it. Not right now. The advanced... We needed... What did I need the light cruiser for? Like this one for? Yeah, it was for the improved armor belting and stuff. We're not actually going to try and build the advanced cruisers until we have that. They're trying to bomb my convoys here. And yeah, Tunisia is going to rapidly fall to Italy. That's the other reason I don't really want to base planes there. Okay, the logistical situation here is much better when it doesn't have all my planes based out of it. Send in the... What? You're already assigned there? Why are you not moving there then? Give me a strat redeploy of this motorized division. What is that? Is that a decent division? No. And these infantry divisions, I mean, they're not bad. Get me him in there as well. I think we have the supplies for that. How about a three-pronged offensive here? Excuse me. Why can't I issue that order? Are we gonna win that? God, yeah, the Egyptian divisions are just doing nothing though. Pull them out. Well, no, keeping them in because now the Cass is here. Let's base the Cass out of here and see if it has logistical problems. I suspect it will, but we'll see. And then also, yeah, I guess out of Tunisia, we can try and do some naval attacks with our close air support. Because they've got a lot of... They should have plenty of supply in Tunisia. Here's some more Italian convoys getting raided. Yeah, we need more scouting forces. And this has the subs, the destroyers that I need for that. I really thought we had way more time before we had to face down the Italians like this. It takes so long for these guys to move. 4 days. Just because there's no damn railway. I should have finished building the damn railway. Anything going on in East Africa? Great point. I completely forgot about East Africa. We did indeed push in here. Let's keep rolling through. Take these. They landed. Let's go to Brook. To Brook with its supply hub. Okay, now we just have to connect to the other bit. And you're leaving in 2 days. I might win this fight in the next 2 days. I will indeed. Okay, so let's move here. With one of them. Verka fired. Who's he? Keep him around or happy retirement. He's the general staff? I don't want to fire him. I just paid for him. I'll spend the political power to keep him around. We have enough army experience to do a spirit of the army right now. If I could do something about logistics, I would like that. Ooh, research speed 4% for 1% consumer good factories. That's tempting. Free repair 15%. I do love free repair. Defense. Okay, here we go. Supply and logistics. Slower planning speed, but more supply range. It's not that good, actually. It's just 5% supply range. Air Force Command. More research speed. Accidents. Air experience. Nah, these don't seem that useful. And these are both the same, aren't they? Oh, no, they actually aren't. Okay. Home defense. Interception detection. That's probably what I want. Yeah, give me that. Give me centralized control for better air detection. Okay, they've landed. These guys are moving out. 10 days! Oh my god. Enemy supply source. Oh, that's interesting. Enemy supply source lowers your speed. Desert and the infrastructure sucks. Yeah. 10 days. If I can just connect it to Brook and deny it to them. Because they don't have another... Okay, the closest one next they have is Benghazi. Which, I mean, actually... Maybe a sneaky little naval invasion of Benghazi? Could work. What's this? Just some destroyers. Okay, we're finding something here. How about you guys? How organized are you? They're almost organized enough. Yeah, let's do it. Let's reposition them to Tunisia. Godspeed. This is risky. Really risky. Okay, planes are in position. No? Still not? Oh no, those are the ones moving across from here. Right. Okay. This is going to take a while to plan, though. 7 days. Okay, it's not that bad. You select the supply mode and hover over foreign territory. It shows you the supply hubs. Well, not really. It shows me this, which maybe it would be more informative if I had more intel. Like here, it's showing quite clearly that that's a supply hub, right? But here, it seems to be showing me that this is a supply hub and this equally, and that's wrong. This is a supply hub and this is not. This is just a port hub. But thank you anyway. I appreciate it. 5% supply range is pretty decent. 6-hour supply of grace. Oh, these guys have stopped moving. Which might just mean they're going to get themselves encircled. Kind of need not all of these guys to move forwards. Well, no, because you're moving down. If they come around the back, it doesn't matter as long as we can hold here. But this is the garrisons are... Well, the garrisons are the not truly terrible ones, but they're pretty small. Oh, okay. See, sail against those, please. Yes, okay, they are doing so. Little itty-bitty Italian anti-sub force here. Caught out of position. Going to be there in a day and 5 hours. How long until you retreat? I don't think it tells me that. Oh, and our own scout force is deploying to get involved as well. But now that, yeah, it's going to screw up the supply here for a second. You know what? I'm not getting my... I don't... Oh, God. Okay, there's the big Italian Navy. So let's take a look at it for a second here. It's got 1,000 torpedo attack, 300 light guns, 150 heavy guns. I've got less torpedo attack than that. Decidedly less. Don't ban this anymore. Just put it on avoid. I think we may try and fight them all the way along here. The other thing I could do... These convoy escorts... Okay, they are doing some stuff against Italian navies now. But I think the French have got this area under control. So I'm actually going to withdraw my convoy escorts. Because the Germans don't seem to be attacking me much. Move them to the Med. Move them to the Med, just the Western Med for a sec. And then we'll see if I can spread them across. And defend them with that strike force. So that's the Canadian Navy? Is that the Canadian? It's really small. It's hard to tell. Is that the Canadian flag? I think that's the Canadian Navy getting its crap kicked in. Oh! But my Navy is arriving. Oh, no, it's the wrong fight. It was this one I was looking at, wasn't it? No, it's just French convoys. What happened to the Canadian Navy one? Oh, it's there, right. So my guys just happened to be passing through on low organization. There's these couple of submarines. Just sail past them. Oh, I can tell them. I can actually tell them to do that. Disengage. Don't take that fight. I wish you hadn't told the French to disengage, because that's not really... I mean, they're not under my control, but... These guys should be able to just leave when they're not in that fight. Okay, here's a smallish... Ooh, but growing French force. Mexican oil nationalized. It's fait accompli, or we can embargo them, or we can get a puppet war goal. That's fine. Should I embargo them? I don't want to lose political power. Sure, let's embargo Mexico. Doesn't really bother me either way. Oh, there's shore bombardment. It's not great, but we're attacking in here. We've won this battle. Which means I don't really want you to move there, actually. So you should probably... Well, maybe I do to... Let's do a pinning attack to stop those guys reinforcing this gap. It's still going to take days, though, isn't it? Yeah. You planned yet? No. And then what are these preferred tactics? They only have one... I don't know why it's saying that when they only have one tactic available. Okay, what happened here? Just lost some French convoys. Not a disaster. Oh! But they have now engaged. Holy hell, okay. It's the French... It's a smallish French force being engaged by the massive Italian force. Where's my strike force right now? My strike force right now is just giving it to them up here. With 100% screening efficiency, finally. Good. Oh, but they've got another task force here. We're engaging 2 Italian task forces simultaneously. That was not the plan. That was not the plan. But if the French can take the hits... We've also got quite a few carrier air forces active right now. Not carrier air forces, like anti-ship air forces. Bring those guys in here. And yeah, temporarily give them an air force... Give them a boat boost. Are these guys going to reinforce in? I don't know how you... I can't remember how you tell... They're on the way. Hours to arrive 4. Okay. 1. 2. We'll have to see the stats once they reinforce in. Don't disengage, French. Stay in there. Okay, we're at low org, which, again, I don't know really what that does. Okay, they did retreat from this one. You guys are not assigned to the right zone, though. Get in here. Add yourself to this mix. Yes, okay. They're on their way. They're on their way. No, they're on their way to this irrelevant other fight. Ah. Okay, but the Italians are trying to disengage, and you can see why. We have serious torpedo attack advantage. We are going to lose some ships in here. Lost 1 escort. Many of our destroyers in here, remember, they're rubbish. These ones here, they're just titchy little escorts. But they're good at screening. Get some more hits. There we go. Some good hits on their capital ships. Meanwhile... My Devonshire cruiser's taken some hits. The hood's fine. And we've got a lot of air cover. Pretty good. Taking some serious hits to the escorts, but other than that, looking pretty good. They are successfully withdrawing, unfortunately. Oh, and these guys are... Oh no, that was us giving them some dings. Okay. Down here... Yeah, killing some French subs. That's not as important. Port strike results. They tried and failed to port strike me in Malta. How embarrassing for them. Man, this is intense. This is intense. Okay, meanwhile down here, they're trying and failing to take Tobruk while I roll in behind them, but that is preventing my attack down here from finishing. These guys must be close. Yeah. At which point, we'll have these guys pocketed. We can quickly pocket these guys. And it might then just be a matter of rolling up the front. Okay, meanwhile... Yeah, they've mostly withdrawn, but it's just taking their subs ages to withdraw. We lost more ships, but I feel like we gave a darn good show there. Meanwhile, down here, just obliterating some submarines. And here, obliterating some uncovered Italian ships. I should be spying on the Italians more. I need more naval intel on the Italians. Once we've done those infiltrations on the Germans, I think I might switch to the Italians. Okay. Yeah, we took the hits, obviously. We didn't destroy the enemy ships, but we've sent them packing. Like, that's going to take them a while to repair those capital ships. And while they were busy doing that, here is where we hit them. This is it. This Battle of Pantellerina. This is where we hit them. Now I need to try and win this battle so that we can... a battle for Africa, so we can keep air cover over these fleets. If we can keep hitting them... like, I think the air... I don't know. It's hard to tell how decisive this air cover was. But it seemed good. Still a couple of them in there. How are we doing down here? Not killing as many of them as I would like. We've got some pretty big, heavy guns firing at them, but... some of them... just sinking the escorts. I'd rather you sank the destroyers. And Chuko issues a diplomatic protest. No. Shove off. Our attaches will go exactly where I please. And of course, yeah, down here. Not suffering much of a problem, and that's going to help with the logistical situation down here is quite a bit. And yeah, got those guys encircled and destroyed. Good. Ah, the Italians are moving in here. Just because I don't have enough men to actually man the front. Let's move in a bit. I don't think I'm going to be able to move in into mountains against those guys, because my militias aren't exactly crack troops. But I'm hoping that this push connecting down here can then roll through into Addis Ababa. And this is, remember, a different nation. Like, India and East Africa is its own nation, so we can probably push them to surrender. Now over here, it's just my subs not having a very good time of it. I do have to go very soon, sadly. Okay, yeah. More failed air raids against Malta. Does Malta have fixed AA? No, it does. Okay, wow. They're not that much of a failed air raid. They've obliterated the naval base in Malta. Oh no, sorry, they've done 2 out of 3. I thought that meant they damaged 6 out of 9. Okay, and there it was. Technically a loss. We did lose some escorts, but oh, they did lose some destroyers right at the end there. Nice. And we gave some good hits. Some very good hits. Good work, Cunningham. And then another fight right after that. This is right, this was one happening in parallel that the French were fighting, I think. Yeah, some more lost there. And another one. No, that's the same one. Why isn't it? Why is it not closing? Dismiss. Down here, meanwhile, just some torpedo boats. And yeah, hopefully finishing these guys off. We've got a long time yet to fight them. My ship's made it into Tunisia. These guys just need to hold for a little while longer to keep this going while these guys come in from the east. I'm really hopeful that we're going to be able to get this pocket going. Ah, damn, they withdrew. Tobruk is actually looking at risk of falling. We are, yeah. They're escorting their convoys quite effectively now. Let's send the infantry down here and these guys to fill the gap. Oh, sugar. That was a mistake. I didn't mean to leave that tile empty, but you guys hopefully are going to reinforce in first. 5 days, and you're going to get there in... Surely not faster than that. 11 days? Yeah, okay, so we're good. These guys will be able to hold. Got a motorized division in there. These guys may as well move up. Okay, and I really have to go quite soon, but... Yeah, you guys... These guys, I think, are going to be in repairing permanently if I leave them in Malta, so I should probably... Can't I forbid repairing here? Control, click. Yeah. Don't repair in Malta. Like, that's just not smart. They're gonna hit you too much. Pin, that's a fort tile they're moving to. Don't worry, don't worry. These guys are gonna get there first. And we're gonna encircle them too. I should maybe not leave Tobruk with this guy. Also, with the supplies that we now have... Oh god, the supply in Tobruk is getting steadily worse because they're destroying that thing. Oh Christ, and here's their main navy. Where's mine right now? Where are you guys at? Oh, sorry, not you. You guys. They're still beating up on these guys. That's okay. They can kill my subs. If they're busy there while I'm beating up on their destroyers, that's okay. I really want to pull off this engagement, this encirclement rather, before I leave for the day. 6 Italian convoys down. That's nice. What do I want to build? You always need more destroyers. Destroyers are always the things you lose. So give me some more Gordon 2 MK1s with their name that just rolls off the tongue. What have I invented? Right, new cruisers. Yeah. Okay, but come on, just pull off this encirclement, please. 4 days now. But this guy should move now, right? Now he's no longer going to attack. 13 days. We could also fly planes out of Tobruk itself. Give me my best fighters out of Tobruk. Oh, crap. They have battleships here and they found one of my scout forces engaged them. Why did you do that? Okay, so that was a nice engagement. You guys, please. You're needed right here. Yes, yes! We would massively outnumber them in that fight. You guys moving down in 1 hour. There's the encirclement. No messing about here. You two attack them to keep him in place. They're not going to be able to do much. No, you guys were meant to be moving in. I need these guys to reorg. They're moving down. Let's get the more organized one. Hold place. Support attack there. Need to let these two reorganize. Meanwhile, main strike force. No, you're meant to be... Why would you go and take this fight? A fight we can win when there's this beautiful prize available nearby. We got away without casualties at least. Okay, we got those pocketed. Air Force in place. Cancel that. Give me more efficiency here. They're hitting us in the air. The multi-rolls, I mean, I'll send them in. I'd like whoever else is based out of here. Yeah, Poland, get your planes out of here. You guys have planned, presumably. I can't launch it with these guys sailing around unopposed while my guys swan off in the wrong direction. Okay. Oh, but I really do have to go, like, right now. So, thank you so much for watching, everybody. It's been a great pleasure. The war has started, and this is some freaking intense fighting. But I think we are on the right track. We've done some fairly substantial damage to their escort forces. They have a lot of destroyers yet, but they have very, very few battleships and not very many heavy cruisers. So if we can just take out 4 or 5 of their heavy cruisers in here. Where are you going? You're going back to Malta? No, I based you out of Tunisia, you fools. Now they're a horrendous organization. And yeah, we took some dings, but no major losses Yeah, lots of damaged things here, but I need them to repair out of Tunisia. Yeah, we're going to send them to Tunisia, but yeah, I mean, I think that was a good start to the Italian War. Obviously, we weren't prepared for it, but hey, it's been fun. And up here, oh my god, the Germans sent out a force that got obliterated. I didn't even notice. Nice. Took some dings, but yeah, there goes another German light cruiser. Excellent. For some reason, it's not dismissing battle reports anymore. Yeah, some more subs dead. Okay, excellent. Thank you so much for watching. I am going to go. I really appreciate you being with me. Do join me in the next episode. Follow me on Twitch if you're not already. And you can see this go live, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.